Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Start our class. Today is session 7. So today we are going to start the new chapter, length, weight, capacity and temperature. We have already done 2 chapters. So this is the third chapter, length, weight, capacity and temperature. And topics are length, measurement of length, comparing lengths, addition and subtraction of length. So we'll discuss all these topics about length. So what is length? Length is the measurement of an object from one end to other end or distance between two places. If you are measuring the length of any object, then it is from one end to other end. And if you are measuring distance between two places, that is also length. Like the distance between your home and your school, that is also length. So this is a table, a book, sofa, distance between school and home, or the length of the rope. So all this we can measure the length. Now how to measure the length? Measuring length means measure how long an object is. Measuring length means if you have to measure the length, then how much is the length means how long it is. So non-standard and standard units, we'll discuss what is non-standard and what is standard. So many people use body parts to measure the length of different objects which are called non-standard units of length. If we use body parts or anything like paper clips or pencil or crayons, so those are non-standard. So this is called hand span. Hand span. This is hand span. Then palm. This is cubit. Cubit means the length between your elbow and the fingers. So this is cubit. Then foot span. And then pace. Pace means between 2 foot. So we can use this to measure the length. So let's repeat once. This is hand span, then palm, then cubit, then foot span, and pace. So these are body parts which we can use to measure the length of any object. For example, so we have some other also that I have already told you, that crayons. If you use crayon to measure anything or any Lego part, paper clip, toothpick, this is Foot span. Like this pen, we can measure using the paper clip. Like here, one paper clip, if you draw the second one, third one, fourth one. So this pen is 4 paper clip long. So in this way also we can measure any object, but these are non-standard units. Like this girl is measuring the notebook using hand span. She is using her hand span to measure the notebook. So when we use non-standard units like this paper clips and crayons and everything, we have to use the same thing every time. Like if you are using this paper clip for the pen, then you have to use the same paper clip every time. 4 paper clips. If you are using crayon or toothpick, then also you have to use the toothpick only. We can't combine the toothpick and paper clip both for measuring any one object. If you're measuring one object, that means you have to use whatever you are using, you have to use that only. We can't combine. So identical units must be used while measuring the length of an object. Now, why these units are called non-standard? Because if you see, this girl is using her hand span to measure the notebook. Obviously, this girl is very small, little one, so her hand span will also be very small. If I use my hand span, if she use, it might be 1, 2, 3 hand span of her. But if the same notebook, if I measure with my hand span, then it will be, might be only 2 because my hands are bigger than her. Right? If this girl is using, might be say this is 3 hand span of her. But if I measure the same notebook with my hand span, it might be only 2 hand span long because my hand span is more bigger than her. So that's why it's called non-standard, because you can't say the length of the notebook. Because if you use her hand span, if it is 3 hand span long, if I use my hand span, it will be 2 hand span long. So it's not fixed. So that's why it's called non-standard. And standard units means fixed. If it is fixed for everyone, then it is called standard units of length. Is it clear? Clear? Any doubt, anyone? Why it is non-standard?
No, ma'am.
Clear, Arshia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are measuring this table using cubit. Aditri, what is the length of this table?
4 cubits. 4 cubits.
4 cubits, correct. The length of the table is 4 cubits. It's a sofa. What is the length of the sofa?
5 hand span.
5 hand span. Very good. Length of the pencil?
It's 3 pins.
3 paper clips. So this one
5
is
pins. And 5.
So this one is 3 and this one is 5. But the pencil is same. Pencil is same, but the lengths are different because we are using different size of the paper clip. First one, bigger paper clip. Second one, a smaller paper clip. Both are paper clips, but first one is a bigger paper clip and the second one is a smaller paper clip. So that's why the length of the same pencil is different for different paper clips. So this one 3 and this one 5. So that's why it's called non-standard, because you can't say the length of the pencil. It's different for different objects. Okay, next one is the distance between two trees. The distance between two trees. What is the distance between these two trees?
Foot span. 11
Foot span. And how much? This is 11. 11 foot span. Correct. Again, the distance between the same trees.
7
but
foot span.
Cubits.
Seven
This time,
foot span.
not foot spans, cubits.
Cubit.
Cubit. 7 cubits. So again, the distance between both the trees are same. But here 11 foot span and the second one is 7 cubits. So it's not fixed. That's why it's non-standard. The non-standard units are not fixed. So that's why we don't use non-standard units. We use standard units. Now standard units. Because if we use non-standard units, we can't find the length of any object properly, because it differs for every different objects. So we need standard units. So standard units are to measure the actual length of the object. What is the actual length we have to find? So that we can find using standard units only. So use standard units of measuring length. So those standard units are meter and centimeter. Meter we represent by M and centimeter we represent by cm. So meter and centimeter are the standard units. Meter is represented by small m and centimeter is represented by cm. And devices are this one, ruler, tape. This is also tape. So this is ruler which we use as student. The ruler we use. This one, the tape. This is used by the tailor, right? When they measure the length of the cloth, they use this tape. Second one is used by tailor. And the third one is also a tape. And this one is used by carpenters normally. Carpenters, when they measure the length, they use this third tape. So all these devices are for measuring length. And they are standard because it's given in meter and centimeters. Like this one, we have to measure the length of the rope and it's given in centimeters. So the length of this rope is
13 centimeters.
13 centimeters. So when we measure, we start from one end and we end at the other end. So yeah, every time we have to start from the end. So the length of this rope is 13 centimeters. Now length of the pencil. The length of the pencil, here we can see that we have not. Okay.
6 centimeter.
Yes, correct. Why? Because here it ends at 7. It ends at 7, but it started from 1, not from 0. It started from 1, not from 0. So whenever we have to measure, it should start from 0. If it is not, then we have to subtract this. Like here, it ends at 7 and it started at 1. So the length is 7 minus 1, that is 6. Because it is not started from 0, so we have to subtract this 1. So 7 minus 1, 6. So 6 centimeter is the length of this pencil. But for the first one, the rope, it is started from 0. So that's why it's 13. We don't have to subtract anything because it starts from 0. If it is not starting from 0, then we have to subtract the extra part. So this extra part is 1. So that's why you have to subtract 7 minus 1, that is 6. So length of this pencil is 6 centimeters. So question time, any doubt anyone till now?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, so let's go for the question. Find the length of the given pencil. This is our first pencil. What is the length of this pencil? Share your answer to the chat box. Length of the pencil. Vivav correct, Anay correct, Ashya correct, Manava correct, Sandeepan correct. So length of this pencil is 10 centimeters. So it's 10 centimeter because it's starting from 2 and it's ending at 12. So length is 12 minus 2, that is 10. Okay, next pencil is number 2. Anay correct. Arshia correct. Manava correct. Aditri correct. Vivav, you have to check.
Ma'am, may I go to washroom?
Yes. So the length of the second pencil is 8 centimeter. Because it started from 7 and ended at 15. So 15 minus 7, that is 8 centimeters. Now the third one. Aditri correct. Vivav correct. Ashya correct. Anay correct. Shubhadeep correct. So the length of the third pencil is 6 centimeters. 14 minus 8. This is 14 minus 8, 6 centimeters. Now we have one more pencil, fourth one. That's very easy. Vibhav correct. Aditri correct. Ashya correct. Manava correct. Shubhadeep correct. And Anaya also correct. So this is very easy. It started from 1 and ended at 5. So 5 minus 1, 4. So in this way, we can measure the length of the objects. So length of the objects means starting point and ending point. Now comparing length. How we compare length? Sometimes we can compare the lengths of two or more objects by simply looking at them. Like father and son. So just looking at them, we can say that father is taller and son is shorter. Because it's very clear that son is shorter than father. So son is shorter and father is taller. Now, two ropes are there, green and red. So just by looking at them, we can say that the green one is shorter and the red one is longer. The green rope is shorter and the red rope is longer. So when it's horizontal, we use shorter and longer. And when it's vertical, we use shorter and taller. For vertical, we use taller, and if it is horizontal, then we use longer. Now there are two buildings. One is very tall and the other one is short. So there are two buildings. One is very short and one is very tall. So just by looking at them without measuring them, we can say that which one is shorter, which one is taller. So we don't have to measure for this. We have not measured the length of anything, but just by looking at them, we can say that which one is shorter, which one is longer. Comparing the lengths of objects by finding their lengths using standard measures gives us exact difference. If you have to find the exact number, how much shorter or how much taller, then we have to measure. But if you have to say which one is shorter and which one is taller, in that case, we don't have to measure. But if you want the exact number, that how much shorter or how much taller, in that case, we have to measure the objects. So clear? Any doubt, anyone?
No. No.
Okay. So now next is addition and subtraction of length. So addition and subtraction of length means it is same as the operation of numbers. Like when we add the numbers, addition of length is same. Like here is two ropes, one is green and one is red. So two pieces of rope, one is 67 meter and the other one is 104 meter. Find the sum length of two ropes. What is the total length of two ropes? So when you have to find the total length of these two ropes, we just have to add the numbers. We don't have to do anything extra, just have to add the numbers. And then we have to put the meter thing. Because it's the length, so we have to use the unit of length.
Ma'am, 171.
171. So like this only, we just have to add the numbers, but we have to use the unit of the length, like meter. It's given in meter, so we have to use the same unit. So length of the green rope is 67 meter and the length of the red rope is 104 meter. So the length of the total, both the ropes is 67 plus 104, that is 171 meter. So that means when we add or subtract, for both the cases, if you're adding or subtracting the lengths, that means only the numbers you have to add and subtract. And after that, in your answer, you just have to put the unit of the length. Normal addition and subtraction of numbers and then put the unit of the length. Is it clear? Normal addition and subtraction. Okay, let's do some questions then. Ria and Parth are measuring their heights. Find the difference between their heights. Please share your answer to the chat box. And when you are writing in the chat box, use the unit also. Unit of the length. Arshia, correct? Anna, you have to check. I think some typing error. Vivav, correct? Manava, correct? But Manava, use the unit. Don't write only the number. Use the unit of the length also. Aditri, you have to check. Something is wrong with the typing, I think. Manava, now correct? Shubhadeep, correct. Kalpesh, correct. Kalpesh, write the unit also. You have to find the difference, not the sum. You have to find the difference between their height. Difference means what? Subtraction, not addition. Difference word is used for subtraction. So you have to find the difference between their height. So that means we have to subtract. Difference word is used for subtraction. Like total word, total is used for addition, difference is used for subtraction. Anay, correct? So height of Parth is 120 centimeters. And height of Ria is 100 centimeters. So difference between their heights is 120 minus 100. That is 20 centimeters. Next question. So this is given the distances between the Trishika's house, cinema hall, library and school. So these are the distances between these places. Our question will be depend on this numbers. So let's see the question. So question is, yesterday Trishika went to see a movie from her home. Movie means cinema hall. So from her home, so home is this. After watching the movie, she went to the library to collect some books and then she returned home. Find the total distance covered by Trishika. So that means she started from home. She first goes to cinema hall. Then from there, she goes to library and then from library to home. So total distance covered by Trishika. Total means what? Addition. So find the total distance. We have to add how many numbers? First, from house to cinema, then cinema to library, and then library to house. So you have to add 3 numbers. Ashia, you have to check your answer. Ashia now correct. Anay correct, but Anay please use the unit. Vibhav also correct, use the unit. Don't write the number only, use the unit also. Shubhadeep, you have to check. So distance between home and cinema, 569 meter. The first one, 569 meter. Then cinema to library. So that is 497 meters. And then library to home again, that is 670 meters. So total distance covered means you have to add all these 3. Total distance covered means you have to add all these 3 numbers. So if you add all these 3, it is 1736 meters. 1736 meters, because all the units are given as meter, so you have to use the meter as the unit of the answer. Kalpesh, you have to write the centimeter at the end, not at the first. Okay. After writing your number, you have to write the centimeter or meter. And this is not centimeter, it's meter. Here the unit is given as meter, not centimeter. So here it's given total distance. So the total word is for addition. So that's why we have added all the numbers. Total. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And be careful with addition. Addition and subtraction, you have to be a little bit careful.
Ma'am, in the school there was one maths test.
Okay. So you have to give maths test. Okay, next question is, how much more is the distance between Trishika's house and library than the distance between her house and school? So here what we have to do? We have to find the difference. How much more is the distance between Trishika's house and library? Trishika's house and library means this one. Then the distance between house and school. So house and school is this. Between house and school is 199 meter. House and library is 670 meters. So this 670 meter is how much more? So how much more? How we'll find the how much more? By subtracting. How much more is the distance? So by subtracting, we can find how much more is the distance. Ashia, correct? Vibhav, correct? Aditri, Aditri, you have to check. You have added. We have to find how much more. So how much more we can find by subtracting. And I also check. I think you have also added. Shubhadeep, correct? How much more or how much less? Both we can find by subtraction. Manava, correct? So the distance between home and library is 670 meters. And the distance between house and school is 199 meters. So we can see that 670 is more than 199. So you have to find how much more. It's more. We can see that. It's a bigger number. So it's more. But we have to find how much more. So we will find by subtraction. So if you subtract the smaller number from the larger number, we can find the distance that is more. So house and library is more, but how much? 471 meters more. 471 meters more. So whenever you have to find how much more, how much less, so you have to go for the difference. If anything is more than other thing, so how much more means you have to find the difference between the numbers. If the same question is for how much less, then also you have to find the difference. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, question time. If Amy is home, Brian's home and school are in the same straight line. So this is in the same road. Emmy's home, Brian's home, and school. Find the distance between Emmy's home and Brian's home. So that means you have to find this distance. Emmy's home and Brian's home. You have to find the distance between Emmy's home and Brian's home. Aditri, correct? Arshia, correct?
Ma'am, may I go to washroom?
Yes. Vibhav, correct? Anay, also correct? Okay, let's see the answer. So here the correct answer is option B, 196. Manava is also correct. So option B, 196 meter is the distance between Amy's and Brian's home. So how you have to find? You have to subtract, because this is the total distance minus this distance. If we subtract these two distance, we can find this distance. So 894 minus 698. That is the distance between Amy's home and Brian's home. So 196 meters. Now we have some workbook question. What is the length of the longest stick? What is the length of the longest stick? Vibhav, correct. Aditri, correct. Shubhadeep, correct. Anna, you have to check. Kalpesh, correct. Arshia, correct. Anna, now correct. Let's see the length of the sticks. Okay. Aditri, what is the length of the L stick, Aditri?
Six.
6 centimeters. Correct. So L stick is 6 centimeters. Okay. Anay, M stick. M1.
Then 7.
M is 7. Why 7? Because it's starting from 3 and ending at 10. So 10 minus 3. And this is 7 minus 1. Now N stick. Arshia, N.
Is 4 centimeter.
4. So 5 minus 1. Okay. Next one is Vibhav. O stick.
What, ma'am?
What is the length of the O stick?
Okay. 4.
4 centimeters. Because it's starting from 5 and ending at 9. So 9 minus 5, 4.
4 centimeter.
4 centimeters. So the longest one is M, which is 7 centimeter long. Longest one is M, which is 7 centimeters long. Okay, so let's go to the next question.
Ma, next question vandirche.
Please mute. Vibhav,
Yes.
please mute Vibhav. Okay, next question is, what is the height of the tree in meters shown here? Total is given as 35, but you have to check the top. Top is same as 34. So height of the tree is 34. Now you have to find here which one is same as 34. That will be your answer. The height of the tree is, here you can see that if you draw a line from the top, it is going to 34. So what is the height of the tree from your option? Arshia correct, Vibhav correct. Anay correct. Aditri correct. Anva correct. Subhadeep correct. So correct answer is option D. Okay, now what is this equals to? 108 minus 73. Manava. 108 minus 73. What is this equals to? Normal difference. 108 minus 73 is equals to?
I will calculate. 71.
Okay.
Not 71.
This one, 108 minus 73. Yes, Anna.
Ma'am, 35.
35. Correct. Okay. Next one is 64 minus 32.
Ma'am, 32.
32. Correct. 64 minus 32 is 32. Next is 88 minus 22.
Ma'am, 66.
66. And 99 minus 65.
Ma'am, 34.
4. So that means the height of the tree, which is 34, is same as option D. 34. So that's why the correct answer is D. Height of the tree is 34 and 99 minus 65 is 34. So that's why correct answer is D. Okay. So let's see the next one. 6 trees were planted at equal distance apart along one side of a straight road. The distance between the first tree and the third tree is 12 meters. So if this one is your first tree, second tree, third tree. So distance between first and third is 12 meters. What is the distance between third and sixth tree? There are total 6 trees. And all are at same distance. All the trees are at same distance. So what is the distance between third tree and sixth tree? So total there are 6 trees. All are at same distance, equal distance. The distance between first and third tree is given as 12 meters. You have to find the distance between third and sixth tree. Aditri, you have to check.
12 trees plus 12.
Bebab also check.
24. Check third tree and 12, 6, 80. 80. Never do.
Ashia correct. Manava, you have to check.
Karo, এটা third tree. আর এইখান থেকে
Anay correct.
আমি এখান থেকে করেছিলাম তাহলে দেখো এইখানে 12 tree 1 2 3rd 12
Is talking. Ashia, mute. Kalpesh, check. Vibhav now correct. Let's see the answer. So here the correct answer is option D, 18 meters. So like there are 6 trees and the distance between, so this is our first, second, third, fifth and sixth. 6 trees. So given is that the distance between first and third is 12. And each are in equal distance. That means this part is 6 meter and this part is 6 meter. Because if the total between first and third is 12, so that means each are in 6 meter of distance. So first one is also 6 meter distance, second one is also 6 meter distance. And it's given that all are in the same distance. That means remaining all trees are also at the gap of 6 meter. So all are in the gap of 6 meters. Now you have to find the distance between the third and sixth. Third one is this one. This is the third one. And this is the sixth one. So distance between third and sixth one is 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6. So 6 plus 6, 12. 12 plus 6, 18. So distance between third and sixth tree is 18 meters. Because you have to find the distance between third and sixth. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay. The distance between first and third is given as 12 meter. And it's given that equal distance for all the trees. So that means this is 6, 6. Because only 6 is equal. Otherwise, if it is other number like 8 and 4, 8 plus 4 is also 12, but they are not equal. So equal numbers is possible only if it is 6. So that means both are of as a 6 of distance. 6 meter, 6 meter. And all trees are at the same distance. So all are of 6 meter distance. Now if you have to find the third and sixth tree, so 1, 6, 2, 6 and 3, 6. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18 meters. Is it clear, everyone? Anyone, any doubt? Okay, so no doubts. So let's see the snapshots of the day. Length is the measurement of an object from one end to other end or distance between two places. Non-standard units are handspan, palm, cubit, footspan, or pace. And standard units are meter and centimeter. So these are the summary points for today. So next class also we'll continue with this chapter only. Length, weight, capacity and temperature. So bye everyone.
Bye, ma'am. Bye. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, attempt your assignment today, okay?
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye.